Yeah, they looked really aggressive last time. Are they going to beat them with their own draft? Oh, okay. That's pretty sad. They're the ones playing
Huge
Disruptor
flex.
OD this time.
I really want them just to break them. I really want them just to pick their own draft and destroy them with it. That's the best way to absolutely annihilate anybody, any hope of ever being good at Dota 2.
It's so hard to play Slark against OD though as well. I don't know. You have the saves coming out all the time. Just you have to kind of like kite around the fight all the time. Your BKB duration feels like it always ends up wasted against OD as well. And even then, you have to worry about static stall from the Disruptor as well. But at least he has the Omni Knight to kind of enable him a little bit more this time.
Yeah. It can be extremely frustrating playing into OD. I mean, as the Slark, you just want that one consistent target, that one gentleman you just chip away at until he falls down, or until you just find your next target, really. And OD just makes that very difficult.
I would like to see a Rubik ban from Empire Hope. Otherwise, I think Unique might steal that one. I mean, we have no idea what they play, right? But Rubik very good against Omni Knight. Makes Slark's game a little bit more difficult as well because they have that instant initiation with the lift. So if you use that from Fog just to try and catch that slippery fish out, good work.
Get that fishy on a hook. Makes sense to me.
Depends if they want like a tree still in the pool as well, which they could pick, which would fit with their theme of trying to steal the team's draft from last time and beat them with it. So, you know.
Please do it. Just pick the same things again. Pick what they picked.
Oh, Nyx is still in the pool. They could do the max mana burn Nyx for themselves as well. Oh, no.
Well, Lich has mana burn.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it does. Did you see March's post on Twitter about that, by the way?
I did not.
He was like, I've played so many games of Lich, I didn't even know it had mana drain as part of the Sinister Gaze. And I was like, oh my god. Like, jeez.
The only reason I know is because SabeRLighT told me like earlier, and he was saying like, yeah, nobody knew until
March put it on Twitter. That's just oh dear. AA really good against Slark, obviously, so it kind of makes his game look so hard already, and he's like their win condition hero. I don't know, man. This Slark feels like it's just not going to have fun at all. Willow's an interesting pick though. I feel like whenever I see Willow played, unless it's Tiger or Crit, I'm always skeptical about how much the hero is going to do in the game, because I think that hero is really hard to play and make it look easy and to play effectively.
Yeah. Oh no, I completely agree. I mean, she's got extremely straightforward spells, which you think, yeah, I'll just click those and kill people with it or whatever, and that never happens in pro games. So the positioning is too good. The counterplays are too strong. The purges, everything coming out is usually very good. Partly it might be due to knowing when to pick the hero, but then you also cannot deny how good Tiger and Crit are on the Dark Willow.
So this Lifestealer pick's really good as well. They have no BKB piercing stuns. It's kind of like the front liner for the OD as well. He shouldn't. To be honest, it looks like he shouldn't die this game at the moment. Like this Lifestealer has a pretty free game. And the other thing about this Willow is they don't really have any setup for like a Terrorize to follow up afterwards. Like it's not like they have a Winter's Curse or something, right? Where everyone's getting cursed, all of a sudden everybody's terrorized and they're running away. She kind of just has to hit it by herself, which isn't, out of the question at all, obviously, but it's kind of like the only real team fight they have, apart from Chain Frost, I guess. I don't know. I think this Lifestealer just kind of does whatever he wants, and as long as the AA hits the Slark, like they should never really feel in any danger.
No. It's a really strong counter Slark draft from them, and Lifestealer seems to have a pretty good time. Their final pickup's going to be a Legion Commander. Nice. I like this a lot. It's going to give them Purge against the Dark Willow, which is really useful. Against a Lich as well, which isn't bad. But against the Willow, it's just amazing. It's really fun playing Legion and get into Dark Willow. It's like, oh, I've been rooted. Lol, JK. Oh, I've been stunned. Lol, just kidding. I'm fine.
They really needed some hard lockdown as well, right? So, like, if they can just duel the Omni, like, while they go on somebody else, there's, like, no saves coming out or anything like that. So, obviously, coming into this game, Unique... can I use Ruffle Stomp? Is that a technical term? It was pretty convincing.
It wasn't a
won
technical
last
game, so you can use any term you wish, good sir.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So yeah, I mean, they should just be looking to be the favourites this time as well, obviously. But I prefer Team Empire Hope's draft this game compared to last game. So maybe last game is just a fluke. It just happens sometimes. They got to reset, go again. Maybe they can win this.
What they need is a good captain, a good chum to pat them all on the backs and say, "Come on, fellas, let's do it for England or whatever country they're from."
That sounds like some typical old UK man. That's quality. You're really getting into the role playing there.
I am absolutely all out. So, Team Empire Hope versus Team Unique, game number 2. The drafts are complete, and I think we're still favouring Team Unique. Pretty hard not to after that last game, but also in the draft as well. They've played around the Slark very nicely, and I can't really see that this TA is going to have enough freedom in the fights in order to do what she wants to do. But there is still hope. There is still Team Empire hope. Let's see what they can pull out in game number 2. Try and claw back some of their dignity that they lost in game number 1.
I like that they're playing this disruptor as the POS 4, by the way, on Team Unique. I feel like that hero scales so much better with farm than the AA does. You should have a relatively good time. And when that Axe comes online, like OmniKnight's game is probably basically over. He's going to get static stormed every single fight.
But is that not before you get the eggs as well?
Yeah, I mean, before the Axe as well, but like, I don't know, I feel like even... like you can build these items that help you like sustain through the static storm, right? But when the Axe comes out, it kind of just feels like it's just the end. I don't know. This Legion disruptor lane is so good at putting pressure onto the Slark as well. But Slark Lich was something we saw a lot at the major as like really high priority heroes early on in the tournament.
Indeed.
So
certainly did.
Definitely not a bad lane at all.
No, and Slark is a pretty poop laner. But Lich enables him on so many levels, just having the extra nuke damage and the nice trading to benefit the lane, and also having the Frost Shield to throw down on the old boy Slark, and help him run heroes down whilst tanking him up a bit and allowing him to just get off right clicks and start getting some essence shift stacks in. So all in all, it's a really nice little combo. They're best of friends. Good chums.
Good old chums.
Indubitably.
TA versus OD mid, dude. What happened to our TASF every game from Europe?
Yeah, that's gone. Haven't had that matchup at all today, I don't think.
They were the days.
I hated that because nothing happened. They just sit at mid, read the paper, drink their tea. I'm pretty sure they're just... I literally just imagine them at their computers with like, glasses on, sipping their tea, reading the newspaper, and just occasionally clicking a creep, and then eventually go into the jungle. No one killed each other. Everyone just farmed, retreat to the jungle. Life's good.
This Legion has a lot of regen. Regen? Oh. I tried to make it rhyme, but it didn't really work.
Just say regen, Commander. Probably better.
Regen. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Legion.
I'll stick to the
Oh,
commander.
no.
So bad. He's just charging at them. he's like, let's fucking go. I'm coming. Unfortunately. Yeah, he's out of here. They're going to leave the kill for Tatake as well. Slark claims first blood and a little bit of free agi with it as well, as James does remember where the rune is and heads back towards that location. Kadara going to come down and grab that other bounty rune. It looks like it's going to be 3 going to team... no, actually, it's not. It's not my mistake. They are trying to fight it, though. Might be. Maybe I was right. Let's see. Who's quicker? Mastery grabs it. 3 for Empire Hope. Nomad was right. What a genius this fellow is.
How does this Legion lane now, though? Slark got 1 extra agi. How that just completely throws it out of balance.
Huge nukes every time you right clicks you. Yeah, it's very hard. He's basically got an Apex.
Yes, yeah, exactly. 0-minute Apex. That's pretty good go. I really hate playing against TA mid, and she just you have to dance around the creep wave at level 1. It's horrendous.
Yeah, and then you play against OD mid, and it's just like, okay, every now and then, just don't get this creep. Cool.
That's fair. Nice. He's doing a really good job, though, on the OD.
We didn't notice this, but the tip during the pause was activating a shrine provides health and mana regeneration for your nearby allies.
Oh, no.
No, it fucking doesn't.
Oh, dear.
Most certainly does not. No fear.
Don't worry,
chasing down Mastery, but the real action is happening in the bottom lane, but we don't care about that.
This is better.
Take gets dropped. Go on, back up the top. They're still
How?
fighting. They're still fighting.
Oh, they didn't even hit level 2 on the dire side. I assume...
Here we go. The OMG.bet compare players for the last 6 months. 100% win rate on Mastery. My God, how do you play into this? How do you play into that? I
mean, is that 100%
lost,
win rate on Omni? I guess.
I didn't think it was, but yeah, sure.
I mean, maybe they don't count the series that's being played at the moment. Who knows?
Yeah, that would make sense. That makes sense. Mastery turning around onto Aggressive Child. Aggressive Child, though, just getting the right clicks in. Is he going to get frozen? He sure is, but Lifesteal doesn't want to come too far forward. James is doing a bit too much right-click damage to risk coming into that one. No fear, though. He's not bothered. He's going to keep running at them.
Yeah, I wonder what item build the Lifestealer goes for this game as well, because we've been seeing this like no boots javelin build sometimes at the major and things, which I thought was really cool. But I think up against this Omni Willow lane, you probably need those boots first. Maybe get a little bit of stats or something.
Take taking a lot of hits here from Petashara and SabeRLighT, who are just going to town, just whacking away at him.
He has a salve at least.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Keep chilling, keep chilling.
They are winning these lanes pretty hard again, though, on the dire side, has to be said.
Well, they're doing very well for themselves, yeah. Very well. Slark only 4-1 currently. It's a pretty big disaster for him.
I mean, this mid lane, especially though, this OD is like 11 and 8 to TA 7 and 2. That lane is definitely not that one-sided. I think like it's definitely OD favored, but geez, I didn't think it was quite this
bottom
bad.
lane though, they've got to pounce off. Petashara could be in some trouble, but he's turning it around. A huge overwhelming odds with all these creeps and all these neutrals, and the lightning bolt will finish the job. Tatake gets dropped, and Petashara is absolutely fine, and even might be getting Kadara as well. He's got a salve. He's gonna have to pop it. So bad still chasing though. This man is on his tractor, and he wants blood, but will not be getting it right now. Meanwhile, Petashara does kill himself to the neutral creeps, which is going to be a very long time respawning. 22 seconds in the grave. But he will be coming back eventually on full health and mana, so no advantage in the lane for the Slurk. Meanwhile, Lightless in the middle lane continues to run or get ran at by Kodos.
It's just so not fun. I think laning against OD in like a 1v1 is probably my most hated mid matchup. I talked about not laning against TA because you have to run around creeps, but at least you can hit them.
Yeah,
it's like.
But I also don't like it when you're laning against... If Earthshaker is having a good game, like if he's got a good support which can out-harass your support, then it's so not fun playing. He just takes a range creep. Like, you cannot do anything. Like, that range creep is dead. If you don't have a nuke...
You have a chance of hitting it, dude. That's the best bit.
At least you get to watch it happen and right-click it and pretend that you could actually challenge it.
Oh, Arcane Rune as well.
Yeah. Nice roots in the top lane, actually, as No Fit is getting right-clicked a bit here, but they need a little bit more. I don't think they've got enough to finish the job. Let's see. Right-click's coming in. Willow, oh my God, about 5 HP on him there. Aggressive Child's got to be careful, though, but luckily Mastery does get frozen solid, so James can't go for anything more. He is looking towards the tree line here. Scary, scary. Willow comes in. Oh, Aggressive Child nearly gets caught out by that, but does just about manage to walk around it, and that's going to be an end to Aggressive Hope's shenanigans. Aggressive Child does actually come out here, and he's going to be able to heal up a little bit from the Willow. Willow really wants to get this right click off, should be able to do so, and in comes a Purification. That was just plain greedy from the Lifestealer there. That was disrespectful, and he's going to get tipped for it, as he should.
Yeah, that was very ambitious. I mean, he probably wanted to die anyway, because he couldn't really do anything. Like, he didn't want to have to wait all the time to bring regen out, but not the way he wanted to go, if he could get away with it.
So bad, getting beaten down a little bit by Kadara here. The labours of laning against a lich. Let's get both bounty runes, so whatever. TA's made a huge comeback in the middle lane though. She's actually got more CS than the OD right now. He's still leading on denies, but he's doing very well on the last hits.
Yeah, he is doing well as well, and he can always go back to the jungle if he needs to as well, which is nice for him. So can recover very quickly. Obviously, that TA. One of the most popular heroes going at the moment, it has to be said. They nerfed Deso, but I thought they would nerf the hero more, like individually.
Yeah, they never seem to really touch the very aggressive heroes that much. It tends to be more the harder carries which they tend to knock down in the forwards. But yeah, the aggressive cores generally don't seem to have been touched in this patch, which is very interesting. I think they believe that the neutral balancing is going to cover that for them, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, I mean, these heroes that, like play aggro early on, that really like to run at other heroes, definitely been nerfed a bit because of neutral items, like you say, but I think they're still decent. Oh, this Omni Knight's having a pretty good time up here now, has to be said.
Yeah, I feel like Team Empire Hope have kind of said, hey, you know what? We need to we need to turn things around a little bit. Let's win some lanes this time. And they're doing well at mid. They're doing well at top. Highest in net worth. Empire Hope managed to come out looking okay. But to me, you know, the proof is in the pudding. When we get down to the mid game, that's when we're going to find out how important this laning phase really is, and how much Team Empire Hope can actually make of this decent laning phase they've had. Because I'm worried they're just going to crumble at the team fights again. It's my big concern. But there's no Brood this time.
Yeah, they're not getting like absolutely crushed in like their lanes though this time. Which poor Kadari.
Yeah, he got his cake baked a little bit down here.
Yeah, it's if their lanes aren't getting crushed though, at least they've given themselves a chance of winning the game, right? Like they're not just getting run at this time like they were before, where the Ember's just like kind of taking control of the whole game. You know, SabeRLighT didn't have the greatest time down bot, but now all of a sudden he's 4th in net worth. Like he's managed to catch up. These early nukes from the Legion, the Disruptor, don't really scale massively well going into the lane. So. Oh, that is a very high win rate on Midas, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm how seriously I'm taking. No, I'm sure these stats are perfect.
Oh,
sorry, these stats
gonna
are
be
perfect. They're going to be top notch. Courier brought down, and the hero along with it, as James and No Fear will both die. Mastery wants to turn around onto aggressive child here, but he's got to be careful because he's got full wand and no. Oh no!
Oh dear!
Oh, that was a bad soul ring.
Oh, on the SabeRLighT. Oh no!
Oh dear! Physical
he did not really think about the Orb of Venom, but that's the kind of thing that you don't really think about, right? Like maybe he should, but I don't know. It kind of happens.
Well, that's nice at least.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Lightless gets obliterated. Sanity's eclipse. What does that even mean? Sanity meaning insane. Eclipse meaning what? How does that even work? Sanity's eclipse.
So you're not? Does it mean you're like not sane anymore?
Your saneness has been eclipsed
You've
by your
eclipsed
insanity.
your sanity. So that...
You are now insane, and therefore you're dead.
Yeah. Well, you don't die every time, do you? But
True. It hurts.
I mean, I do, because I'm an idiot, but I have no intelligence.
Yeah, if Odie came for you, you'd be in a bad position.
I'd be very poor. He's actually put 2 points in Glimpse. I was wondering whether, as a pos for Disruptor, he would put more points in Thunderstrike. But I guess when he's playing against like the SabeRLighT that can purge it off, the Omni Knight that can purge it off as well, kind of doesn't really have the same effectiveness as it would in other games. I am. Hey, what do you say?
No, go ahead. I was just going to segue.
I was going to say I'm a little bit worried for Empire Hope that they do well at like this point in the game. They have 3 really strong laners, but they don't really have people that make moves on the map again. So like, if this Diaside, for example, like the Disruptor kind of just starts taking over the game, like this, they're just gonna keep making the aggressive plays.
Koda's got to be careful. He's used the Astral, but getting sucked in by Kadara. They really want to try and finish the job here, but I'm not sure they'll be able to. Trap comes out. They're looking for so bad instead. And look at the damage from Lightless here. Will be able to finish it. Will he not? Actually, as the one comes down, no one's going to die. And now a glimpse comes out, but I'm not too sure if they actually have the damage. It's actually on Kadara. Nice. Astral, I don't think it's going to finish the job, but so bad comes in, but he's going to die for it though. Kadara turns around, gets a blast, but the right click comes in and finishes off Kadara, so they kill each other in a beautiful, beautiful trade of kills. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, Pedishar kills SabeRLighT again.
Oh no, we won a duel.
We won a duel.
Our game's over.
Oh, Kodos is dead though. Kodos is also dead. Everyone's dying across the map, and we can't keep up. Let's just reflect on the last kind of minute of gameplay. So both the supports died in mid. Okay, that's fine. No one cares about that. SabeRLighT died at bottom. That's kind of important. SabeRLighT's getting dicked on though, so it doesn't really matter. Ooh, top lane. They're looking over at Aggressive Child right now, but the roots will miss. Aggressive Child chased through the trees here, and he's allowed to do this now that those roots are down. If she'd saved the roots, this wouldn't be possible, but they do land the Purification, and now with the Bedlam as well, Takes is on top of him as well, and that's going to be the SabeRLighT grabbing himself a kill, and what's probably his first little shred of agility. Oh no, he got first blood, didn't he?
He got first blood?
His second shred of agility.
Don't disrespect him like that.
Sorry. Yeah, it's been going so good otherwise.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, they're
Oh,
doing
AA
okay.
Blast, AA Blast with the duel. Mastery's getting beaten down. Can she get the kill in time? She can't. Not worth. Not worth. Did live at least, but yeah, still got the kill. I'm just kidding. It's all good. It's all good.
I mean, I love when teams who pick AA do this, and they pick these heroes that can utilize the Ice Blast really well. So they have the setup from the OD, they have the setup from the Glimpse as well, and Disruptor. Obviously, they have Duel, which we just saw. So like the effectiveness of this AA, it feels so much better as a POS 5 when you're playing this AA, and you feel like you have a job in the game, right? Whereas you don't just have to like randomly fire ults and hope they hit people.
Yeah, I'm always disappointed when I'm looking at lands and the people who are playing it AA don't have like protractors out and like rulers and calculators to figure out how long it's going to take and how much damage it's going to do.
But no, man, if you did that, you don't understand what a protractor does anyway, so it wouldn't make a difference.
Tractor, it's like a tractor for pros.
Yeah, exactly. Like on the farm.
Yeah. Did you know there's a farming simulator league? Random plug.
Did I?
Did I? Did you? That was my question. Yes.
I'm sorry. Did you? I don't know what I was supposed to say there. I kind of just.
I was just asking if you knew that there was.
I was very surprised. That was
yeah.
all.
Just so blown away by my comment. No. Yeah, competitive farming, virtual farming more or less. Oh my god, Kadara catches an ulti, catches a right click from the A and gets finished off. Meanwhile, the duel on the sidelines might secure them the third kill in this engagement as James already hit the deck and down goes Mastery as well. Unique just bring the numbers to this bottom lane on a 5-on-3. They will win out and grab themselves a bunch of kills.
At least the TA is having a decent time mid though. I'm trying to find good things in that trait. She's almost got that Desolator, so going to amp up her farm speed quite a lot. Obviously, Deso got nerfed, so the effect lasts, I think it's 7 seconds instead of 15 seconds. So not as good as it was before, but still obviously a very good item from TA for bursting heroes down. Definitely not to be taken lightly. That tower could be denied, I think.
But AA, can he grab it?
I mean, the Lich just TP'd down here as well.
No,
I don't think they can defend this.
They just TP'd in to die. It feels like they TP'd in to die. There's the AA Blast. There's the duel coming out. Mastery might be kept alive by the Frost Shield. It's at least going to save them the damage, but Kadara is trying to sneak away. Don't mind me, guys.
I have absolutely no idea what that was, by the way. Like, why did they TP down to try and save a tower at 100 HP? It's just not going to happen.
No, mistakes are made.
I don't know.
The Empire hope, do they hope they could save it. They think with the power of friendship, we can do anything.
But you'll see the dire side, like, they lost their tier 1, but they didn't throw bodies like needlessly at it, right? They kind of just let it go. They're like, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry.
So you're saying that sometimes excessive hope can also be diagnosed as obsession and stupidity and carelessness.
I'll just agree with what you said, because it sounded like you put a load of words together that like shouldn't have probably been put together in that order, but
it was just deep, bro.
Just deep. Oh, too deep for me.
Bro. Yeah. Like one of those Instagram posts which is just like some teenage girl sitting on a bus or something. Hashtag deep. What's that one which I've seen loads recently? Is oh yeah, he's fine and she's hurting or something like that. Too hard to explain. It's a lettuce joke. If you've seen it, you'll know what I mean. Meanwhile, they've gotten cooped up and actually doing a ton of damage with a nice little combo there coming out from Unique. But they're playing this fight really carefully. But Aggressive Child is not. He's on the high ground, taking chunks of Kadara, but the rest of the team have been scared off. He needs help and he needs it now. He needs to get inside a creep. Hello, that was handy. Getting out the other side, it doesn't matter though. James will finish the job anyway with a well-timed hit. Meanwhile, SabeRLighT and Petashara trying to make it through the river, but it looks like Empire Hope will win this engagement narrowly, but they do take it.
Yeah, really well played. I mean, we
Rush,
talked about how they didn't have a setup for the Fear, but it doesn't matter because he just hits like I think it was 3 heroes anyway. And yeah, Lifestealer kind of didn't get the memo at that point. He's like, guys, where are you? Guys,
where's my team? Oh god, they ran away.
It's like me when I try and go in anywhere. When I go into the club and all my friends just
lightless with a double bounty. Clumsy nets across the board. Yeah, I interrupted your sad story because no one wants to hear you be miserable.
I'm gonna sing Mad World soon. That'll cheer me up.
Wow,
why does it always rain on me?
That's a real aggression from the AA. That's some support and support beef right there. Lich sends a frost creep in, and AA just dumps all the spells on it to try and kill it.
Yeah, gotta stop that wave
Don't
clear.
you farm. Don't you farm.
Oh, there's a nether shawl on the dire side. Now they have some really... Okay, well, Odie gets the Omni, but yeah, they have some really good heroes with this nether shawl. They have the AA, they've got the Disruptor. I mean, it could be good on OD as well, I guess. For that burst for the Sanity's Eclipse. I think this Diffusal on Slark's a really big item this game, though. Like, it's really good against the Lifesteal, it's really good against the Legion, because these heroes don't have great mana pools, and they kind of need their spells like Rage, for example, to really hit full effectiveness.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't like it against Lycia that much. Generally, 1 or 2 Rages is all you really need in a fight, but yeah, against all the heroes in the side, especially Legion, it's really pretty.
Faded Brooch, by the way, on the OD.
Effect.
That looks good. Looks good, right?
It does. It does. No more clutter, which is really nice.
Does he have the double bracer effect on the Van Brace? On TA? I think he does. Yeah, but why does he not get double Wraith Band?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you can toggle it now, right?
You can indeed.
Patashara's
going for this one, and now with the AA Blast coming through on the sidelines, ooh, that was a meaty hit. And that's going to be a dual victory for Patashara.
Yeah, 38 damage for the Legion as well. He's really close to Blink. Only, 40 gold away or so. And all of a sudden, if you can isolate one hero at the start of these fights, like the Willow, for example, or the Omni Knight, one of these key targets that offer the most amount of effectiveness in a team fight, or protection, probably is the word. And it's looking pretty good for the Legion, especially with the extra bit of damage she has.
It's looking aight.
The Halberd's going to be really big on the lifesteal as well when it comes out up against that TA. She's most of the damage on this Radiant side at the moment. And do you remember when I talked about Omni with the GPM talent before? This is what I mean. Like, if you look at the net worth now, right? Like, normally at this point, you'd be like, okay, well, this is fine. Omni has a GPM talent anyway, so at least he's not going to fall too far behind. When there's a TA and a Slark on the same team, and the Omni's not going to get as much farm priority as those two.
No fit. He's just been taken down by Tatake. Meanwhile, though, down at bottom, they managed to get James as well, and they're looking for more. Kadara is going to be the next target, but there's TP's coming in. Aggressive Child needs to leave, and Patashara does not want to leave without him, so he's going for the TP. Should be able to make it. No, he's not. He gets taken out. The damage is there. The tower plus the TA kills off the Lifestealer. He had the Rage, but he did not have the armor, and Lightless will just rip through him with the Desolator. My goodness.
I thought he was going to infest in the Legion, but he's like, nah, don't worry, man, I'll be fine. I'll just rage TP. Oh, God.
Sayonara, idiot. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so Disruptor's finish yours. Obviously really good against these heroes like TA and Slark that are really mobile, where you can't reliably set up with the Static Storm from the Glimpse. So you use them first and then dump the Static Storm on them afterwards. So, yeah, good shout, I think. And obviously the Purge is really good up against the Dark Willow as well, if you want to use it defensively.
Jump in, duel, this time onto a big target. It's a Slug. They've got a fish to fry, and fry he shall. No Fear takes him down with a well-timed Ice Blast, along with Patashara and Kodos, getting a revenge for the Lifestealer's previous death. And they might have found more. That's a Yule's coming out. Mastery's in some trouble right now. By some trouble, I mean he's getting absolutely rinsed. There is a Chain Frost coming in. That might do some work. It's actually doing quite a lot of work, but Patashara manages to defuse it quite successfully. And Kadara's not done. He's coming forwards. He might go for the chilling. Oh, no, he's not going to go for the Sinister Gaze as he runs himself back. Pretty scared.
Gotta be really careful there. The Omni Knight's not there. The Slark's dead.
Yeah.
Well, gotta respect.
Oh, that was a kill. Okay. Who cares? We were looking at stats. Get out of here, kills. No one cares about that.
Why would you care about what's happening now when we can talk about the past? That's the most important thing. It's like a history class. It's fine.
Esports historian. Whoa. I didn't expect the team net worth graph to look like that. Jesus.
I mean, the Radiant at the moment, they're farming really well, but they keep giving away these, pick-offs to the AA Legion, all the time. Yeah. All of a sudden, he's got 74 bonus damage, and you're like, well, it's 20 minutes into this game. The Legion's really starting to hurt us, guys. We should probably, not give him all these free kills anymore.
Patashara goes for a risky jump in, but, there's a kinetic field coming in, stopping the Slug. I didn't know that worked.
Did you see that? Didn't they change it?
Yeah, but I didn't realize they changed it recently. I thought they changed
it. Actually, no, that's always been like that,
always
right?
been like that.
Yeah, I think so. Because they changed the
Oh yeah.
what was it? The cookies.
The last patch. Ooh, Master 8 brought down inside the duel. They get another one, but a beautiful fear. Sakura just blown away by it. They'll take down Kodos and no fear as well. Kadara is also dead as the Disruptor eats the dirt, and now they turn their attention towards this Slark, and I don't think he's getting out of this one. Maybe a nice pounce. I don't think the Willow's making it out though, as they will get finished off by the overwhelming odds. See you later.
I mean, this Legion's just godlike. Like
that's insane. Yeah,
actually,
it's been a long time since I've seen a godlike Legion commander.
They're finding the Omni Knight at the start of every fight as well, which is like target number one. Like, get rid of that defensive capability, and then our fights are so much easier. The OD and Lifestealer can actually get their damage off. But a great fear by the Willow, like, kind of rescues the fight just some way in their favor.
Yeah, I've noticed this Omni Knight's always had really low mana. I don't know what that's from, but every single fight just seems to be completely manless if he's alive.
I don't know what it would be.
No, there's no mana drain. That's what I mean.
Maybe it's the OD or so, I don't know. No, it can't be that much. This TA is really farmed though, actually. It's just like 3,000 ahead of everybody else. Well, 2,000. 3,000, yeah. Sorry, I can't do maths. If only that wasn't really important for me. That's fine. Definitely not a maths.
No.
But yeah, I mean, she has a massive net worth lead here. And when this BKB with the Blink Deso comes online, yeah, she looks really strong though. All of a sudden, like obviously you have to be wary of like the lockdown from the Legion with the duel, but I mean she's gonna really pack a punch on, especially on these squishy supports in the AA and the Disruptor. Yeah, I like that they go for the smoke here. Try and use this Blink reveal aggressively.
Who can they find? BKB is ready. Kadara gets revealed, and they immediately turn looking for No Fear. No Fear, half health in one shot, brought down in 3. But Aggressive Child coming forwards, looking to retaliate here. But can he do it? Not really. Backing out as the duel comes down onto Tatake. They're going to drop everything they've got to try and take down Tatake. Can they bring him down in time? No, they cannot. They don't have the damage. Pachara's going to die. That's a godlike streak gone. Aggressive Child on the run as well, but they're chasing forward for more. Lightless wants to get him. Blink forward, then brought back by the Glimpse. That's going to save Aggressive Child for the time being. Empire Hope only find themselves 2 kills from that, but still a fight victory and a very important one for them. That's their BKB revealed, and the tier 1 tower is going to be taken out as well. And the fact that this outpost already belongs to them makes this a really, really tempting Roshan opportunity. In fact, they're probably just going to run straight in and go for it. I don't know when they took this outpost, but that's huge that they had it earlier, because it means that there's no TP point now for the Dire, and they should just be able to take this Roshan contested. Let's see what happens. Inside Roche CCTV. Roche
It's so easy. It's so easy for them to play around the Roche pit though, right? And around this mid lane, where they have all this vision set up from when they're trying to make this aggressive move, which I'm really glad they finally made. Like they're finally trying to make a play for themselves. And but it was the big BKB reveal. But yeah, I mean they've just hit this timing with their lineup where they have these 3 items on the TA. Slark's kind of got this like diffusal +1, diffusal plus BKB, and with these 2 like massive core BKB timings, they can just run at them. And all of a sudden, this like static storm from the Disruptor that's been haunting them all game, they don't care about it anymore.
OMG.bet is the place to go if you wish to place a bet. There's a $10 risk-free bet on the line for you. The details are in the description, in the chat. Go and check it out and get a free bet. So, Empire Hope, they've certainly found their stride in this game as they're playing around this TA absolutely brilliantly. Lightless really showing off in this game, but they're smoking forwards without him right now. This feels like it could be questionable. We'll see how it goes for them. The Slark is the one with the Aegis, so pretty happy to go on to someone here. And oof, Kodos could be in some trouble, but does manage to position himself correctly to get himself out of danger. Now Bounty Rune will be going to Empire Hope. Meanwhile, SabeRLighT caught out a little bit here, but Petashara just coming straight in with the ultimate, trying to bring down Kadaro. The fear is going to stop him attacking. AA Blast coming in a little bit too late to make an effect. Meanwhile, Tatake's got the Ice Blast on top of him, so it's very tricky for him to go, but they will be able to bring down SabeRLighT and No Fear. Unique supports brought down so quickly here, and it looks like Petashara might be going the same way as well as Lightless comes through with the backlands and just rips them in twain. Unique lose their heroes so quickly. They did not respect TA. They just assumed that she was going to be with the rest of the team, and she wasn't. She came in around the back and beat people down.
Who did you duel there? Was it the Willow? I didn't actually see. Or was it the Slark?
No, it was the Lich.
Because if they don't get initial combo off right, where they get this duel into AA like Ice Blast, they don't kill anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, the A Blast came in way too late, and it was just very awkward, all things considered.
Like, they've just hit their timing, and they've just taken it in their stride.
Completely different team to what we saw in game
so
1.
far.
Completely different team.
Have they got glimpse for anyone? No. They can't beat them with their own opening too. Very sad. That's the... If they can't do that, then they've really, you know, shot themselves in the foot with their...
their next level tic-tacs. Yeah. Kadari's just like, oh cool, a free kill. Finishes off Nofi with one right click.
Solo kill. Nice.
Yeah. All me. Take gets the Agis, he doesn't care. How much Agis is he on now?
He must have a decent amount of kills, actually, or taken part in quite a few now. Probably... I'm going to say 8. Let's see. Come on. Come on, Observer.
I'll go for 6.
Come on, Observer, please. Help us out with our bet here.
You can do it. You can do it. 7. Aww.
Oh.
Exactly in between us both.
That's really sad, actually. We can't, like, scream at each other now.
No,
really
we can't. Really anticlimactic. Everybody wins, everybody loses.
He has a lot of gold on the Slark, by the way. He almost has a full Skadi.
Yep, he's a chunky boy.
There's like 2,000 gold off a full Bloodthorn on the TA as well. Jeez.
They've
this
managed
game
to find themselves a ton of money recently. They're now 11k gold advantage. Keep in mind, about 5 minutes ago, we looked at that gold net worth graph, and no one had managed to get over 1,500 gold advantage on the opponent, and now it's 11k. What a turnaround.
I can't remember the last time I saw Legion win a game, actually. I don't know. I feel like every time I watch that hero, it loses. Why didn't I take that into consideration?
You fool.
When I was doing my predictions.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a toughie to defend this high ground now with a Skadi.
Why is Willow level 17? Where's that come from?
Yeah, she's found those levels. If she could get 18 before the next fight, it'd be pretty neat. But I don't even know how LT scales, so who cares?
If I don't know, then it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I'll just close my eyes, and if I can't see it, then it's not there.
Actually. Well, they are keeping him banished pretty nicely. They're going in for the duel here. They're going on to Take straight away on the front lines. GA comes out. Do they have the magic damage to rip through him? You bet they do. Down goes to Take. That's a duel win as well. Chain Frost bouncing around uselessly on the front lines, and they've realized they can look for more now, but Aggressive Charlie's all alone. There's nobody helping him out, so it looks like Mastery's going to be able to get out as well. No +1s for them right now, but still a kill on the Slark is a big one indeed.
Tara's like, well, if anyone has to die, let it be me. It's fine.
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay.
Yeah. He's still waiting. He really wants to make a sacrifice for his team here.
I think he wants to make a play. Like, he's waiting for somebody to come bot so they can try and do something together.
Yeah. The Slice Stealer is not the easiest to kills, but... Oh,
if they have max Sinister Gaze...
Everybody run! Everybody run!
If they'd have got the Sinister Gaze off there at the same time as the Bedlam, it might have actually been okay. I don't know if it would have been enough, but it would have been a decent amount.
Unfortunately, I don't think the Willow's 18 just yet. Unfortunately for Rich Gamble.
Oh dear. Let's just get out. All right.
Coming to think of it, I'm really glad no one's told Rich about the TA Reddit meme.
What's the TA Reddit meme? I don't even know.
Oh god, I'll tell you afterwards. It's really bad. It makes the Willows one look like a children's nursery tale. You tell to your newborn.
I'm sure once I hear it, I'll remember it, but...
It's incredibly distasteful as well. Meanwhile, we have a duel coming out. They're biding their time for it, but they will be able to take down Mastery up in the top lane as Unique, taking strides back into this game and asserting their dominance all over Team Empire Hope right now.
Team Empire Hope are doing that thing again where they start getting picked off by Jules.
Yeah.
Into Ice Blasts. Like, when they run as 5, they're really strong together because they have this Omni and Willow just sitting behind their 2 strong BKB cores. But by themselves, they just get picked off so easily. Like, it doesn't matter who's by themselves. They'll probably just die.
Yeah, yeah. But it's this is a really great game to, if they do lose it, then it's a really great game for them to lose, because this is a game where there's one clear flaw with Team Empire Hope, which we can see, in that they keep getting picked off like this. And you can watch the replay, and you can absolutely improve on this so easily. And this is obviously a team which is hungry to do so. So I think that's worth mentioning.
Do you know what's better than that? When you win the game and you still look back at the replay and think, okay, we could have done better in this, this, and this.
Yeah, true.
But at least we won.
But I'm not sure that many people watch back on their wins. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, you definitely do if you think you can learn something. Like, if it was a close game, especially, like, you can't just
want to
watch
flex.
every loss. If I had to watch every one of my losses, I'd have a lot of games to get through. So, you know, you gotta put some wins in.
Problem.
Oh no,
it was me.
Read the smoke.
Have you ever done that where you've like flamed someone or like tried to defend yourself and like called someone an idiot for calling you out, and then you look back and go, "Oh god, they were right." Oh dear. We have a Yules. It's onto aggressive Child, though, and they actually don't go for the fear. Meanwhile, Petashara on the front line's getting silenced up. They're trying to force him out here, but the damage is coming through thick and fast. Tatake is really looking for the kills here. Meanwhile, SabeRLighT being chased down on the back lines. This is a Disruptor who's just tanked a Chain Frost. He's going to throw down the ultimate onto himself. Meanwhile, James is being controlled up nicely. There is a little bit of a river between them, but Ike's jumping in. He's going to finish off that Disruptor who should have been dead a while ago. No fear as well on the front lines, getting beaten down. I'm not sure how these supports are so far out of position, but they are, and it's not looking great. Meanwhile, in comes an Astral. They have buyback on the support should they want to use them, but neither has their ultis now, so...
They're doing a really good job, I have to say, that on the Radiant, like just pushing their aggression with their BKBs, but I can understand what they're trying to do on the die. They're using these Astrals to try and kite out the BKB durations.
That's a nice... Oh, aggressive Child actually comes out of the Astral and jumps onto James. This is very unexpected from him. Oh, the A Blast doesn't quite catch him. Meanwhile, Tatake, he's taking some hits here. The Orb's going to find him, bringing him down to half health. Meanwhile, Kadara getting annihilated by aggressive Child and Petashara on the sidelines inside of a duel. They're going to look for more, but I don't think they're going to find it. Everybody else is getting themselves out safe and sound. Team Empire Hope get themselves to safety. They only lose their Lich for this one, but they were looking for a little bit more aggression than that, and they certainly didn't fancy losing a fight there. But a cheeky little jump out from the lifestealer there started a fight which didn't end favorably for them.
Yeah, you need to be careful that when you don't have your BKBs on the Radiant side, you do have to be really worried of them still. Like they forced the 2 buybacks, which is nice, but and Roche is up, but the die can't really punish them any further. So yeah, definitely a win for the Radiant side still. Empire Hope definitely in the driving seat.
Choo-choo.
There is a blade mail on the Legion now as well, so...
Yeah, she's had that a while.
Actually, what she just bought then? She just bought something. I thought it was the blade mail.
Probably BKB. Very surprised if she was going for anything else.
Yeah, I would assume...
It's an okay beat. It's one of those games where you're like, well, I probably need it, but I don't really want to buy it. Airblast's going to go into the pit, trying to do some scouting. No fear, though. He's gotten caught out here. He is way too far forward. But Petashara coming in, trying to grab a duel, but gets feared up by Kadari. He doesn't manage to get the duel off in time. He's looking for a different target, and with the Chain Frost bouncing around, he might not find it. Meanwhile, aggressive Child getting started on the sidelines here. It's Tatake, Lightless. They're all going to pound down onto him, but he gets inside Kodos. Kodos trying to get him out of here. No damage done to him at all from that Meld Strike, actually. What? How did that do no damage?
He has a lot of HP, actually. He has an AC as like aura on him as well, so
yeah, I guess.
Because there's a life stealer in him.
Yeah,
so
yeah. He is tonky. Got that thick badonkadonk.
That technical term.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, without the Legion. I don't know. What is badonk? Sounds like
it means bottom in British slang. Meanwhile, they
try
to interrupt this Roshan, and this is pretty disastrous right now as they try to get... Yeah, I don't know why they're here. I don't not know why they are here. And they are trying to make themselves not here, but unfortunately, the only way of not here that might be available to them is by dying, which is not ideal. Kodos being slowed down by that Diffusal Blade, trying to build himself some space here with these Astrals, making up onto the high ground with those spider legs, but unfortunately, now that they get him in the fear, I don't think there's any escape for Kodos. He's getting run down. No buyback on Kodos either. And now Aggressive Child also being started upon. He's going to get purged off here, but can he get off the rage? Doesn't seem like he can get off anything, in fact. Trying to make it up to the high ground. He did get off the rage, in fact, and now makes his way back into the fountain. Nice save in from Petashar, and also keeping himself alive with that Shadow Blade. That's what he went for.
Oh, he went Shadow Blade, okay, because he had Halberd queued up, and then all of a sudden he just lost all his gold. So, yeah, I don't understand what that was by the Dire. They had 3 heroes alive. 2 of them didn't have buyback, because especially one of them was on cooldown as well. And they kind of just run towards the pit without any real hope of being able to get in there in time. And they just fall so quick.
Painful stuff for Team Unique, sorry. A team which made an incredible showing in the last game, and this game they were looking good until they weren't. And Team Empire Hope just found their momentum and just started playing really aggressively. Unique did not have the capability to deal with him. He's trying to keep him. Look at Aggressive Child going in here, and they've got the duel as well. Going on to Mastery with the A Blast coming through as well. Do they have the damage? Petashar dropping low, but they do get the duel win. Meanwhile, the Chain Frost comes bouncing around. Petashar drives immediately after the duel. Aggressive Child getting jumped upon here. He gets finished off. No buyback on the Lifestealer. He's 33 gold off right now. Tatake going on to No Fear. No Fear getting beaten down, however. Meanwhile, OD coming back for more, but there's an ulti on Tatake. He's got to be careful right now, but Tatake, he's respecting them. He's getting himself back, but the glimpse comes in. Now they're fighting. The right clicks come forward. Tatake's on the run. Lightless is realizing that no one's buying back. No one is buying back for that glimpse. They must not have it, and they will take the racks, and that is Megas. Empire Hope in a really good position to finish this one off now as they go for the tier 4s. They have now got the Lifestealer buyback, should they want to use it. Willow's going to use hers. The Ancient's going down. And it looks like the Legion has disconnected. Yeah, they're out of here.
They just had enough.
Yep. That's see you later, nerds, I guess. There you go. GG's come out from Kodos eventually.
Oh, okay, maybe they're the ones that are tilted now then. I mean, who knows?
The tilt is on the other foot.
If you go into a 3-game series and you both have to tilt in one of game 1 or 2, you'd rather tilt in game 1, because if you win game 2, you feel much better going into game 3, right? So, yeah. I mean, pretty convincing performance from them, honestly. Like, as soon as they started grouping up as 5, there was no stopping this TA Slark combo at all.
There certainly was not. No, that was a real smackdown from Team Empire Hope. Slark and TA offering too much damage, and Team Unique caught a bad case of the feedies towards the end part of that game and basically did what Team Empire Hope were doing throughout the mid-early game and getting themselves picked off one by one by one, and eventually that is going to lead you to a hemorrhage which ends in death, as a lot of hemorrhages tend to do. And that's going to bring us to a 3rd game, which we didn't expect after Game 1. Game 1 was an absolute smackdown from Team Unique, a 60-minute GG, and this game was a lot better from Team Empire Hope. So, 3rd game. This one was pretty good. Game number 3. How are you feeling about it, Mo?
I think if I'm Empire Hope, I'm thinking, yeah, like, we lost Game 1 really hard, but we reset ourselves. We came into this game. We had our game plan. We knew what timing we wanted to hit around the TA, like 3 items, Blink, BKB, Deso. So just make sure you have a game plan going into your draft again, because Game 1 didn't look like they had one.
Nope. No, but now the real challenge is for Team Unique. Can they pull out of the bag? Can they recover from this loss? We shall find out very shortly in game number 3, coming up shortly.